Well, people, yo, sometimes I'm like, yo, it's thanks to for hooking me up with film, right? So, Amy at Lionsgate hit me up with Cobweb, but I've got to say, shame on Amy for no warnings because this film is motherfucking creepy. Jeez. Oh my days, right? It's directed by Samuel Bodin and it is written by Chris Thomas Devlin. The film is produced by Andrew Childs, Josh Fagan, Evan Goldberg, Roy Lee, Seth Rogen, and James Weaver. Executive produced by Christopher Woodrow, Jonathan McCoy, and Connor Di Gregorio. We've also got line production from Veselin Kajijov and Valentin Dimitrov. Drum and Lace handled the music. Philip Lozano, cinematography. Kevin Grutert and Richard Riffold are on editing duties. Preslava Histova, Anne McCarthy, and Kelly Roy handled all the casting. Alan Gilmore is production design. Art direction is Ivan Ranghelov. Arta Tozi is set decoration. And costume design is Anne Jelinova. So our cast, right? Peter is played by Woody Norman. Carol, his mother, played by Lizzy Caplan. His dad, Mark, is played by Antony Starr. His teacher, Mrs. Devlin, is played by Cleopatra Coleman. His bully, Brian, is played by Luke Boozy. We have got the principal, played by Jay Rincon. Timothy, played by Anton Kutaz. Brian's mum is played by Stephanie Sampson. Kevin is played by Jivko Mikhailov. Lucius is played by Ilyan Nikolov. Sean, Alexander Asprahov. Katie D is played by Lee Felicity Bay. Ryan G, James Robinson. The monster is played by Deborah Wilson. Grrr. Yeah, which is very creepy. A young Sarah is voiced by Olivia Sussman. We've got another version of Sarah voiced by Alexandra Dragova. Yeah, that's it. So the gist of this is 8-year-old Peter is plagued by a mysterious constant tap tap from inside his inside his bedroom wall, a tapping that his parents insist is all in his imagination. As Peter's fear intensifies, he believes that his parents could be hiding a terrible, dangerous secret and questions their trust. And for a child, what could be more frightening than that? This is just frigging crazy. It's crazy. Now, yeah, like we start off with, Peter in bed and yeah, he's lying there all peaceful. And then there's this tapping. And it's the good use of shadows and movement, right? The camera's moving, a few angles, it's the lighting. So you're thinking, is that a tap? Is it like, what is it? Right? We see out the window, there's stuff like there's a swing, there's all these other things. So you wonder what's happening. And when he, you know, he thinks he hears something, so he goes, tells his parents, and they're all like, no, it's just the house. Now, his parents seem a little off, right? Like, he goes to his mum, not his dad. And when he comes through the door, his dad is the closest to him. So you're wondering about that as well. Like, what is happening? So we have all of this, and at school he's getting bullied. We don't really know why, but yeah, he's getting bullied at school. And so all of these things are just going against him. But his new, supply teacher, Mrs. Devlin, is very kind to Peter, looks out for him. So there's that, right? But you're wondering what's happening here. Because I think there's a thought I had at the very start, right? But then as more information comes out and then more weird things are going down, you really start to question everything. Like, I've got to say, man, Lizzy Caplan and Antony Starr just kill it as the parents, because there's a fear, right? We can obviously see a fear there, a nervousness and anxiety, but then also like this undercurrent of anger, which is confusing as hell. It's confusing as hell. Like, you're thinking, what is happening? What is up? Where are we going here? It's very confusing. It's very confusing, and just oh my days. Right? You're just baffled. You're baffled. Like, just everything that's happening in the script, because he's getting help, but is it really help? Like, what's, and it's all set around Halloween. I think it's the day or the week before Halloween. No, it's the day before Halloween, right? So you've got all pumpkins and skeletons and all of that jazz floating around, which just then heightens everything. Because are certain things trick or treat fears? We learn about something that happened years ago in the neighborhood. So you just have all of this stuff, and it's like the music and the score is really atmospheric. So it just heightens your anxiety as you're watching this. There's little spiders going all over the place, right? Again, as I said, like, it's the shadows, it's the wallpaper, right? The house furnishing. Then, you look at the clothing, right? The costume department kill it, because the clothing of the parents make you think a few things, right? So there's just so much. And I was not expecting where this film went. I wasn't expecting it. And man, I was like, yo, I jumped so many times. And the ending is crazy, because we don't really know. Like, it's left in a way where you're kind of scratching your head. You're kind of scratching your head, because we know certain things, we don't know other things. So it's just like, what the fuck is happening? What is going on, people? What is going on? This is definitely a daytime film. I'm telling you, it's definitely a daytime film. Yo, I mean, anyone that is a fan of the horror genre, right? If you watched Evil Dead Rises, if you watched probably Talk to Me, gosh, what's the Ring, right? Any of those films, Nightmare on Elm Street. If you watch any of those, then Cobweb is definitely gonna play well for you. It is definitely gonna play well for you. A little cross between Barbarian from last year. You know, there's just, oh man, there's so many things happening in this film. And it's just played so well. It is played so well. Like, you do question Peter. Like, he does some stupid ass shit in this film. You know what I mean? It's just like, Peter, use your motherfucking brain. Ask some questions, right? What are you doing? But yeah, this is crazy. Now, look, I know this has already dropped in the cinema. Now, I got sent it because, right, on Monday, the 23rd of October, this will be hitting streaming platforms. So, wherever you go for VODs, you will be able to get Cobweb. But if you prefer the physical form, people, and I'm not talking, you know what I mean? In that way, calm down. I'm talking if you still get the Blu-rays, if you still get the DVDs, do not fear, because on the 30th of October, yep, on the 30th, Monday the 30th, that's when this will be dropping on Blu-ray and DVD. There's a pre-link on the website, so go there for all of that jazz. And yeah, people, maybe look, I will not be recommending this to my girl, but she does not like spiders one little bit. But if spiders and horror are your things, then yeah, let Cobweb weave that spell on you, baby. And it's a good one. It is a good one. I'm not a horror fan, but this was legit.